Welcome students. In this video, we are going to discuss question number 41 to 50 of gaseous state from problems in physical chemistry for JEE Mains and Advanced by Narendra Awasthi. In question number 41, a high altitude balloon is filled with 1.41 into 10 to the power 4 liter of hydrogen at a temperature of 21 degrees centigrade and a pressure of 745 torr. What is the volume of the balloon at a height of 20 km where the temperature is minus 48 degrees centigrade and pressure is 63.1 torr. Okay, so in this case we can apply P1 V1 by N1 T1 equal to P2 V2 by N2 T2 case. Okay, so number of mole is constant, so we can cancel N1 and N2. So P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 divided by T2 will be the working formula. Okay, so now according to the problem we can write 745 divided by 760 to convert in ATM. Volume is 1.41 into 10 to the power 4 liter divided by T1. Temperature of the system is 21 degrees centigrade to 273 plus 21 equal to 63.1 divided by 760 multiplied by V, the final volume, divided by 273 minus 48. Okay, so P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. So from this we can calculate volume as 1.3 into 10 to the power 5 liter. Okay, so option A is the nearest option to 1.3 into 10 to the power 5. So option A will be the correct option. In question number 42, the atmospheric pressure on Mars is 0.61 kilopascal. What is the pressure in millimeter of Hg? Okay, so as we know that 1.013 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal equal to 1 atm equal to 76 centimeter of Hg pressure. Okay, so from this we can calculate that 1.013 into 10 to the power 2 kilopascal equal to basically 1 atm. So we have to calculate for 0.61 kilopascal. Okay, that will be 5.96 into 10 to the power minus 3 atm or 4.53 centimeter of Hg. Okay, so 4.53 is near equal to 4.6 centimeter of mercury column. So option B will be the correct option. In question number 43, we can use H1 rho 1 equal to H2 rho 2 thing. Okay, because we have to calculate the height of the gallium for the height of the mercury. Okay, now as we know that 760 torr equal to 1 atm equal to 76 centimeter of mercury column. So we can write it like this: 74 multiplied by 13.6, that is 74 is for the height of the mercury column and 13.6 is the density of the mercury. So we have to calculate height of the gallium and density is given by 6.095. So from this we can calculate height of the gallium, that is 165 centimeter. Okay, so option C will be the correct option. So in question number 44, we have a balloon of 100 meter cube. So 100 meter cube is basically 10 to the power 5 liter. Okay, so now we have to fill this balloon by using a cylinder of helium. So here we can write P1 V1 multiplied by N into P2 V2. So N is the number of cylinder we use in this case. So initially pressure is given by 0.1 atm and volume is 10 to the power 5 liter. Okay, now thing is that we have to apply the pressure difference to fill the balloon. So 100 minus 1 will be the effective pressure for the cylinder, because we can't have 100 atm effectively to fill the balloons. And volume of the cylinder is 50 liter. N is a number of cylinder here we are going to use. So if we solve this, N will become 2.02, which is near to 2. Okay, so option A will be the correct option. In question number 45, a balloon contains 14 liter of air at 760 torr. What will be the volume of the balloon when it is taken to a depth of 10 feet in a swimming pool? Assume that the temperature of the air and water are equal. Density of the mercury is given by 13.6 gram per ml. Okay. So in this case, we have to use 10 feet. Okay. 10 feet equal to basically 304.8 centimeter. Okay. So the height of the water column is 304.8 centimeter. Okay. So height of the water column is 304.8 centimeter, and 304.8 centimeter of water is basically 304.8 divided by 13.6, that is 2.241 centimeter of mercury column. We can calculate this by using H1 rho 1 equal to H2 rho 2 formula. Okay. Now the water column pressure is this, and at the bottom of the swimming pool we have water column pressure along with the atmospheric pressure. So here we can use P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. So in the surface we have atmospheric pressure, that is 76 multiplied by 14, that is volume, and we have 76 plus 2.241 mm of Hg at the bottom of the swimming pool. So we have to calculate the volume here. So this volume is going to be 10.8 liter. Okay, and option D will be the correct option in this case. In question number 46, a 0.5 liter container is occupied by nitrogen at a pressure of 800 torr and a temperature of 0 degree centigrade. The container can only withstand a pressure of 3 atm. Okay. What is the highest temperature to which the container may be heated? So it is a case of P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2. Okay. So you have to calculate T2, that is T2 is P2 T1 divided by P1. So all the informations are given here. So we have to calculate the temperature. So final pressure is 3. This is 273 0 degree centigrade divided by the initial pressure is 800 torr. So 800 divided by 760. So if you calculate this, it is going to be 505 Kelvin. So option A will be the correct option. In question number 47, equal volumes of oxygen gas and the second gas weigh 1 and 2.375 grams respectively under the same experimental condition. Which of the following is the unknown gas? Okay. So if the experimental conditions are same and volumes are equal, so volume of oxygen equal to volume of unknown gas G. So volume can be replaced by nRT by P. So this is number of mole of oxygen, and NgRT by P. If all the conditions are equal, then RT by P will cancel. So number of mole of oxygen equal to number of mole of the unknown gas. Okay. So the weight of the oxygen is given by 1. So divided by 32 is the molecular weight, and this given mass is 2.375 divided by m, and for here we can have a molecular weight of 76. Okay, and for the 76 we have only one option, that is carbon disulfide. So option C will be the correct option. In question number 48, a high altitude balloon contains 6.81 gram of helium in 1.61 into 10 to the power 4 liter at minus 23 degrees centigrade. Assuming ideal gas behavior, how many grams of helium would have to add to increase the pressure to 4.0 into 10 to the power minus 3 atm? Okay, for this problem, we can write that delta P into V equal to delta N RT. Okay, because we have to calculate the how many grams, so we have to find how many moles, then we can convert that how many moles to how many grams. Okay, initial pressure is given by nRT by V. All the informations are given, that is 6.81 gram of helium divided by 4, it will give mole. R value is 0.0821. Temperature is minus 23, that is 250, divided by volume, that is 1.16 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, so if we calculate this, the PI or initial pressure is going to be 3.012 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so now we can calculate delta P, that is delta N RT by V, or all the informations are given. So we can calculate delta P, that is 4.0 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 3.012 into 10 to the power minus 3. This is almost equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 multiplied by 1.16 into 10 to the power 4 equal to n into, or delta n into 0.0821 multiplied by 250 is our case, that is delta PV equal to delta N RT. So from here we can calculate delta N, that is 0.565, and we can have a weight difference, that is 0.565 multiplied by 4 equal to 2.26 gram. Okay, so 2.26 is almost near to 2.13, so option D will be the correct option. In question number 49, a 4.40 gram piece of solid CO2 is allowed to sublime in a balloon. The final volume of the balloon is 1 liter at 300 Kelvin. What is the pressure of the gas? So here we can apply PV equal to nRT, or final pressure equal to nRT by V. So number of mole is given weight by molecular weight. Given weight is 4.4, molecular weight is 44. So this is number of mole. R is 0.0821 multiplied by 300 divided by volume. So here final volume is 1 liter. Okay, so if we calculate this, the pressure will become 2.463 atm. Okay, so option B will be the correct option. In question number 50, we can write V equal to N R divided by P multiplied by T. Number of mole is 10. R is 0.0821 divided by pressure is given by 0.821 multiplied by T. So V equal to T. If we take log in both sides, then log V equal to 1 into log T for our case. So this is the slope which represent theta equal to 45 degree. Okay, so y equal to x or y equal to mx kind of plot, straight line passing through origin and having slope equal to 45 degree. So option A will be the correct option. Thank you for watching.